Hi guys and welcome. Today I want to tell you about one of the best e-commerce platforms that helps me to make about $10,000 a month. I currently manage several sites and I have had success with both e-commerce stores and content-based affiliate sites. Not too long ago, I also ventured into selling my own digital products online, and that's where I first started using the platform. Let's not waste any time and let's get started right now.
Hi everyone, today I will tell you about a very interesting and good service. This service is unlike most e-commerce platforms out there. So what is this service and what is the difference between the other e-commerce platforms? Have you ever wondered if you're using the right e-commerce platform for your e-commerce business? Do you sometimes come across a new service that is more functional and cheaper than the one you are using now? You may not be able to upgrade to a new e-commerce platform or even just change your site, and that in fact has been one of the major challenges facing small e-commerce merchants for years. Well, at least for now. Solutions like these came along and turned out to be revolutionary. Have you ever wondered if you're using the right e-commerce platform to sell online? Do you sometimes stumble upon a new service that is more functional and cheaper than what you're using now? Starting a small business is all about keeping your costs low, and finding an e-commerce platform to help you get there is half the battle. Unfortunately, when launching a small business website, it can often be tricky if you want to use a new e-commerce platform or even just change your site. Interestingly, moving from one website hosting platform to another has always been challenging, as many solutions purposefully create a closed system. This greatly complicates the process of transferring files or making extensive site customizations. Fortunately, with a platform called Ecwid, you don't have to worry about that anymore. In fact, the entire goal of the company, which started in 2009, is to help you quickly and inexpensively create an online store system on your existing website. In other words, you don't need to create a completely new website. Just implement Ecwid on any platform, CMS or social network in 5 minutes and you're done. It really is that simple. For someone who knows the difficulties that come with trying to migrate websites, especially when it comes to e-commerce, I am always happy with solutions like Ecwid. You can bet I've tried these on different types of sites before. I found it quite impressive that Ecwid has managed to serve millions of merchants since 2009. Cumulatively, Ecwid solutions have been supported by over 2 billion stores. What's even cooler is that Ecwid isn't one of those services that only target the US or Europe. Its merchants currently span 175 different countries, making Ecwid a global platform. This means that even companies based in developing countries are gradually using Ecwid to build and manage their online stores. Many of them take advantage of the fact that they don't have to break down their existing sites just to rebuild new e-commerce stores.
You may ask me, what is this service? Of course, it is Ship4Shop. It is always important to have a reliable and convenient service that will help you. Therefore, check to the end and draw conclusions. Let's begin. Ship4Shop, known previously as Xcart, is one of the oldest e-commerce software platform providers on the internet. And in fact, they have been around for more than 20 years, which is longer than some of the main competitors put together. In this Ship4Shop review, we examine how good their e-commerce platform is in 2021. Ship4Shop is a free for US-based store owners, or at least a relatively cheap for store owners from outside the USA, e-commerce platform that is easy to use. Ship4Shop's e-commerce templates are not flashiest, but they can be great for selling lots of different products. Given its strength and strong background, it is easy to conclude that Ship4Shop is one of the top e-commerce platforms of 2021. The e-commerce platform, known previously as Xcart and now as Ship4Shop, was bought in November 2020 by a payments company called Shift4Payments. Shift4Payments is listed on the New York Stock Exchange and at the time of writing this has a market valuation of more than $5 billion. Given those things, it should be reasonable to assume that Ship4Shop is extremely safe and secure. The most frequently mentioned pros of the platform seem to be that it is easy to use and fairly priced. And then in terms of the possible cons of Ship4Shop, it is good to know that there has been some complaints about SSL certificates and third-party payment gateway integrations. Comment: one can assume that the integrations with Ship4Payments work very well. Good to know when opening your Ship4Shop account. At least in my experience, Ship4Shop does not ask you to pick a username and password while registering and instead generates and emails them to you. How easy it is to use Ship4Shop? The one-word answer to the above question would be extremely. Ship4Shop has really paid lots of attention to designing the back end of the e-commerce platform in such a way that anyone can easily use it for starting an e-commerce store. Things such as adding products to your store, choosing the theme for your e-commerce business, and selecting payment methods to offer to your customers are very easy to do. In addition to that, what I really like about the Ship4Shop store builder is that there is nothing unnecessary, nothing that will confuse you when you are trying to create your store.
Is Shopify the best e-commerce platform? Let's evaluate all the pros and cons. I definitely recommend this service for everyone. Shopify is a very popular e-commerce brand in the West. The company is headquartered in Ontario, Canada. The site builder was launched in 2004 and became one of the most successful startups in its niche at the time. According to the developers, their platform is used by more than 200,000 clients. Loud statistics. According to the authority's specialized resource, Shopify was included in the rating of the best store builders. The official website of the service looks presentable and modern. The Russian language can be selected in the footer via the drop-down menu, but there is no Russian language localization of the constructor itself. That is, to use Shopify effectively, you must have at least a basic level of English. Designs and working with templates. The design selection process is a bit unusual for a SaaS platform, being more close to a CMS. The first step is to connect an online store from the main page, Add Online Store, by selecting one of the tariffs. Design settings are located in the online store theme selection. You will need to go to the Shopify store where you can find both free and paid templates. You can sort it right immediately by choosing free. This will show you all 26 templates. Most of them look interesting. They are modern, sometimes even daring. Large sliders, large photos, lots of clean space, stylish menus and logos, without any complex effects, but they look solid and cheerful. Toll costs range from $100 to $180. Their quality is better than the free ones, mainly due to the variety of structures used. Many original ones come across, but the difference in quality with free clearly does not correspond to their cost. Ultracard has every feature built into your online store. It's super handy. I tested this service on my own experience and was very pleased. Ultracard is a quirky yet highly customizable PCI-enabled web store platform for the more experienced user. The service lets you get started quickly with a small set of professional designed responsive themes, each of which can be previewed before getting started. The original themes can be changed in the Ultracard editor. Experts can go much further by collapsing into templates and directly editing the site's HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. The Ultracard product catalog supports both physical and digital items. A long list of reporting and analytics tools are always on hand to help you understand how your business is performing. Ultracard's pricing starts with a fancy 1-year free plan, but there are many features that can be regarded as premium with other services. Sales support, estimated shipping rates, customer reviews, coupons, email integration, even a free SSL certificate. There are several other plans ranging from $49.95 per month for small businesses to $499.95 for an enterprise-level industrial grade that supports up to $500,000 per month. As an example, using the most popular mid-range Ultracard plan as an example, it increases limits to 1,000 products, 3 GB bandwidth, and $100,000 monthly income, and allows you to sell through Amazon, eBay, and Google products. Ultracard offers a free 15-day trial with no credit card details required, and the simple registration process ensures it's super easy to get started. Ultracard's web console is colorful and pretty, but it's also absolutely packed with panels and options. Take a moment to research and you will find Ultracard is easier to use than it sounds. The Ultracard Getting Started panel takes an interesting wizard-based approach to help you create your store. For example, you don't need to set up a complete online store. We chose the full online store, and after a few seconds we looked through the tree of our site pages. Hi! Xcart is the right e-commerce platform for your business. This is a tried and true service that I still use today. I recommend it for everyone. Why? Let's find out in my review. Since 2001, Xcart has provided e-commerce tools from a variety of vendors to over 35,000 online stores. The Xcart brand is synonymous with creative control and total oversight, given that it is a standalone, high-performance solution. These may seem like a dream to some online business owners, but to others, it's not quite what they want. The good news is that it is pretty easy to determine if Xcart is the right e-commerce platform for your business, as it mainly has to do with how much experience you have in coding and building websites as a developer. Or you can pay a developer to do the work for you. In this Xcart review, you will learn about all the features on offer as well as the costs you will face. Since it is an open source solution, Xcart allows you to run an e-commerce website on its servers. This means it will take a little extra work, but this small sacrifice comes with more control. At first glance, and after a deeper analysis, the pros and cons of Xcart become more obvious. So keep up with this Xcart review to see if it is your company's next e-commerce builder. Like many open source developers, like Magento and WordPress, Xcart is highly intuitive and has some of the more advanced features on the market. There is not much that you cannot do with this software, seeing how almost every element is customizable if you have the skills and resources to implement the change. This also means that the platform is highly scalable. If you are planning to expand your business and want to add new customizations and features to your store, Xcart can meet your needs. I also find that prices for Xcart are quite reasonable. It offers a free plan for small beginners. I didn't expect to be using this for long, but it's a good place to start. While you will find that Xcart has an annual upgrade fee, the base product is only $495, and if you want, you don't have to pay for upgrades. Finally, many companies take advantage of the ability to sell products from multiple suppliers. Perhaps you will integrate this feature into your store in the future, or perhaps you will create a multi-vendor marketplace from scratch. With Xcart Multi-Vendor, you have all the features you need.